Every year, several streets and avenues in Victoria and Oak Bay, British Columbia, on Vancouver Island's south coast are shut down and converted into a racecourse. On the Sunday before Canadian Thanksgiving, thousands of participants walk, run, and jog along the temporary racecourse to participate in the annual Victoria Marathon. As with any large-scale public event, volunteers are absolutely essential to the event's success. And, like many other public service events, Victoria's amateur radio community is heavily involved. This is the Victoria Emergency Program Communications Vehicle, the central hub of communications for the Victoria Marathon. The control station is set up early. By 6 a.m., the van has been parked, the generator is running, and the radios are blaring. Amateur radio operators have been an integral part of the Victoria Marathon almost since the marathon's inception, and over the years the radio operators have organized themselves into a finely oiled machine. Basically, amateur radio operators have three duties. Primarily, they're supposed to keep track of the first 3 male and female runners and mark down their times of passing. Secondly, they're supposed to facilitate any transportation requests from tired runners who need a ride in a vehicle back to the starting line. And thirdly, they're responsible for coordinating any miscellaneous tasks such as the delivery of water and other supplies to the various checkpoints around the race. The racecourse is broken up into several checkpoints, many of them with water stations and with people cheering on the runners. Of course, at each checkpoint is also at least one, usually 2, amateur radio operators who are in contact with the control vehicle. The van itself is usually partitioned into 3 sections. The first is the primary dispatch location, where one operator is in contact with all the checkpoints. Runner positions are received at this location and recorded. The second position is for longer traffic with the checkpoints. Requests such as runner pickups and extra water delivery, which require the exchange of more information, are handled at this position. Runner positions and scores are also relayed from this part of the van to the main stage, where they can be announced for the public to hear. The third and final position is where the control van communicates with the pickup vehicles and with the medical tent. The amateur radio operators are responsible for operating 2 civilian vans, which are used to transport runners unable to finish the race back to the starting line. Any non-emergency medical issues that may have been relayed through net control are also passed on to the medical tent from this position.
And from our point of view, from the radio communications perspective, I think we provided a really useful service to the Victoria Marathon.
Steve Pocock, VE7 GTU, is a co-coordinator of the communications portion of the Victoria Marathon, and he sums up just how important amateur radio operators are.
We've had a very busy day today, and we had a lot of communication with police, direct contact with the police team to get traffic that was causing problems on the roads and blockages. We've handled quite a few medical situations, and overall it's been a pretty busy day, but everything worked well.
With racers tracked over nearly the entire length of the course, countless runner transport requests coordinated, and numerous other small emergencies solved, it quickly becomes apparent that amateur radio operators are essential to the successful conclusion of Victoria's annual marathon. For iNet, this is Christopher reporting.